Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been very long that I have not posted the video of this succession. So basically a lot of my subscribers are asking to navigate between these menu items so that they can integrate that thing in their application. Hope so. So now I have come with a solution, means the implementation of the solution. The same thing I have explained it in the comment section, but probably I was not that clear. So still there were some questions asked on that. So today I got a lot of time, and I seriously got me thinking why I have not done this before, because it took only 2 hours to do it. Anyways, so this code, I don't know when I have written it previously. So this is the file. I written it on 14th May 2019, and I have found that there are so many things that are not good as considering the best practices of coding. So I have just optimized the layout first and then added the navigation. So at the end, you can see this type of animation, this type of navigation, sorry. And yeah, I have not added anything for these two. Just to demo, I have created only 3 pages. Okay, so this is the output you will get, and I am using this file itself but modifying it. This is a very long file and it's not good practice. Second, I have used functions to return the widgets, and this is also very wrong. Okay, so there are multiple workarounds to work on that, but I don't believe that. And so I have created 2 more Dart files. One will be menu, definitely. Second will be dashboard. Okay, then they will both be here. So whatever things are required, like slide animation, menu scale animation, or in case of dashboard, you need duration, you need is collapsed, you need a scale animation, and as well as you need this on tap set state, right? So all these things, when you move this widget into a new widget, new file, these will not be available. So you have to pass in the constructor. Okay, so I'm doing that just in front of you, and let's see how it goes. So and first of all, the name of the file is menu dashboard layout. So I have created menu dashboard layout. Let's go to let's create a new directory. So in IntelliJ there is no package sort of thing, it's all directories. Okay, so this will be, you can say, menu dashboard layout. So all the files related to this will go here. Previously, when I committed this code, it was not part of any application. It was just a normal file because no dependencies were required, and I was just creating this UI. So not required at all. Now we can create 2 more files. Dart file, which will be menu, and the second will be dashboard, because we know the left hand side is menu and right hand side is dashboard, right? So what the best we can do, right? So what I will do, I will go to raw and copy this whole file and just paste it here. Okay, it's a Java file. I don't know why it's created like that. Let's rename it. Sorry. Okay, let's rename it. It will be deleted definitely at the end of this video. I just want to copy paste the things, that's why. Okay, so how does it look right now? When I call this menu dashboard page from main.dart, let me import it. So if I run the application, there will be some error first. So this is how it looks. Okay, it goes like this. There are no click events, right? So we have to add click events now, definitely. That's why this video. Okay, so I'm making menu dashboard layout because my multiple pages will be there, so no need to give it as page, because it's a layout where you can give multiple pages, a different set of menu itself. Okay, so you will go here and create a, let's see how it goes. So let's copy this complete file and put it in one more file, which will be menu dashboard. So it will be Dart layout file. Okay, and here you will go with the layout file, and you just need to rename. You can delete this now. Okay, and this is whole new project. I will push it in GitHub, no worries. And just before I say anything else, I will be using Flutter block pattern to navigate. Okay, I have already used it in my previous video, the one with the animated navigation bar, something like that. It is, let me just show you, because the same concepts I have used here as well. It's nothing extra that I have used. So this is the video, sidebar animation and navigation Flutter UI. So this is the video that uses navigation block and does the navigation the same way that I will be doing in this layout, in this UI. Okay, fine. So in the layout, let us rename this. It will be layout file. Fine. Okay, and in my menu also, let us import this. Perfect. Let's move. Right. Okay. So this is the whole big file, and we need to first see menu. This is our menu. Just create a menu. Go to this file. Okay. Fine. Just copy it. Complete. Right. What it needs? So it needs slide animation, menu scale animation. So you will create two animations here, which will be final definitely. Slide animation, I think it's a offset. Let us check here. It's not a rocket science now. Go to slide animation. It's a offset type animation. So go to your menu file and declare it here. It's just refactoring, you know, just refactoring. It will take only 2-5 minutes. Then this is done, which will be slide animation. Second will be menu animation, and it will be double type. Okay, so only these things you need. Let's create a constructor which will be having these fields passed in, right? Okay, come back here using menu, import menu. No need of context, just pass in slide animation as slide animation and menu animation as menu animation. Okay, fine. Okay, so we are done with the menu part. Let us delete this whole rubbish thing and let's run it. The application should run properly, but there is some issue, maybe some imports. Yeah, menu scale animation, what it says. Oh yeah, so we have not used those. Fine, let's run it. The output should be same. There is nothing extra we have done, right? Animations are happening perfectly, no issues with that. Okay, now let's work on the dashboard part. Let's copy this again, the similar thing. Okay, dashboard is a bit tricky because you will see in a moment. Okay. Fine, so this is dashboard. It has lot many fields, right? So you know, it has a duration, it has is collapse, so all these things we will pass, all will be final. So it will be bool is collapsed, or we can just copy, but yeah, let's copy now. Okay, we need duration, but we don't need to assign it again. It will be passed from our layout. We need we need slide animation. Sorry, do we need slide animation? No, we need scale animation probably. Let's see, in the dashboard itself we need scale animation and background color. Even background color can be imported, it's already there in the project. Screen width. Okay, so scale animation, final double screen width. Okay, and 1 2 3 4. Then what we need, scale animation. Yeah, okay, final. What it says, the argument offset is okay, so it should be double. It is okay. Yeah, so this is the function. Now what this function is doing, so basically whenever you're clicking on this icon, right, so animations are happening, and these animations are this is the entry point for your animation, and this is your icon where you are handling the animation when the click on this happens. So you will move this completely out from here, just cut it, put it in your dashboard. Okay, so where you will put, I have recently seen that you can create functions inside functions. Okay, but we don't need to do that. We can create here as well. Basically, void on menu tab. This you have to create a function and just cut paste and paste it, cut and paste it. Okay, we have the function now. What we need to do is in dashboard we need to pass function as well. We can pass function, so we are doing that, right? So function will be passed, and instead of this, just write on menu tab. That's it. After this, I think everything is fine. Perfect. Yes, now we need to just create the constructor using all these fields, and done. So let's see this. Let's replace with our dashboard all the fields. So what are fields required? Duration, we will pass the duration. On menu tab, on menu tab. Of course it is not visible, but when you click on it, it goes there. So it's partially visible, not for the editor. Scale animation is collapsed, right? And then screen width. So all these values are passed as it is, and our dashboard layout is very minimal now. It doesn't have anything. Okay, let's rerun it and see whether something has broken or not. Okay, so everything works perfectly fine. Everything looks great. Now what we need to do? So to do a navigation block, you probably have to create one second. Yeah, you have to create a different directory, and then you can put all your blocks there. So this will be again inside a directory, because your app can have multiple blocks, right, for a specific purpose. I prefer to have one navigation block which can handle all the navigation states for me. So I will create a navigation block file, which will be new dot file navigation block. Okay, for me generally I create navigation events in a enum, and I define abstract class as navigation states. Okay, and this will be just abstract class. Okay, why I need this and when I need this? So for that I'm going to create a UI folder, and I will create multiple pages. Oh my god. Okay, and here I will, sorry, yes, so here I will create 3 files. Okay, right, so my first will be my cards.dart. Second will be my what is that, messages. Sorry, I have to just add page as well here, because these are my pages. Okay, then I will create utility bills page. Fine, all these files are created. Now each of these classes, let us create a, okay, fine, that is not a problem. Now why don't we do this? Right, so let us move our code from dashboard, which is, see, let's see at the dashboard what it is doing. Okay, so what it is doing is simple. It's an animated position, so this position is right now 0 0. Fine, then it scales when the animation happens, and this is our whole project, whole page which we have created, material. Okay, so material has this single child scroll view. As you can see here, it has a container, it has then a menu icon, it has my cards text, it has settings screen. All right, so all these things are related to my cards, so they can be taken out, right? So what I will do, I will take this complete single child scroll view, because I want all these materials to be there intact, right? Everything should be in material, because this will give me radius, this will give me elevation when I click on this. So I get an elevation, all my things should be there, right? So material I need, only thing that will change is single child scroll view, right? So just cut it completely cut it and go to your my cards page and paste it here. Okay, now let's see what is remaining. So we have on menu tab, and this is the only thing, right? So let's create, of course you will need on menu tab because we have menu icon here. So, and we know what should happen on the menu tab. Only one thing should happen, that is load the animation and open the drawer, right? Okay, so create constructor and done. Now what you need to do is you go to your don't go to dashboard, go to your dashboard layout, which has a dashboard, but my dashboard now don't have anything, so I will have to provide a child here, right? And for that I will create another final widget as child, which will consume the child which is being passed, and it will just draw it there, and I have to pass child here. Of course you can mark all these fields as uh, you can mark, sorry, what did it, so basically you have to use child here, no, not here, sorry. Yeah, you have to use my cards page and on menu tab. Okay, it's not imported or what? Okay, so dashboard is the parent and it will render all my child, right? In future, yes, in this video itself we will be using navigation block here. Okay, so just hold for some more time and we will be done with the things. Okay, my cards page, and it's my cards page. Fine, so my cards page is looks like this, my dashboard looks like this, and this is how my dashboard is using the child. Okay, let's run it. Should probably run, but I think navigation block has error. No, it doesn't have. Okay, so does it look good? Yeah, so output is also same. If you cannot see this edge, let me just change the color of its background. Okay, that I will do in a later part because that has some learning itself, right? So now okay, fine, why not we create these pages as well? They are very easy. Yeah, the reason why I created my cards page was, now my cards page is a state that is being returned by the block builder, or yeah, block builder, right? So that is the state. That's why my cards page should extend or should use this mixin or use this abstract class just to make it a type of navigation state. Oh, sorry, navigation state, a type of navigation state, right? This way we can use this file as a return of our block provider. Okay, so messages page, and this will also give me navigation states. If you are not aware of block provider, then for you I have a basic video that I created. Again, it's on my channel, which explains block provider in a very basic manner. So let me just scroll it for you. So videos, and then we will go to this one. Yes, so foundation is the video. For that you can understand what events and what states mean and how do you navigate. It has a running application as well, so you can use that. Okay, okay, so what happened here? Import. Okay, fine. Similar way we can create utility bills and just replace this with utility bills. Okay, so this becomes a state, right? Now what happens? Now we come to navigation block and we define our block here. Okay, so for that I have code already copied for you. I will explain every line of it. Okay, but you know, it's just a code and I don't want to remember it. I understand, but I don't want to remember it, definitely. So these three events, what does these three events mean? So let's type them. Dashboard click event. By the name itself you can understand, whenever dashboard is clicked, this block will emit dashboard click event. Similarly, we will have messages click event, utility click event, right? Three events are done. Then I have created navigation states. Let's create this one. I'll just copy everything because everything is related, right? I will just explain you how it works in a very nutshell. Okay, so first let me import the block. Okay, so it's not by default taking the block. So what I will do it this way, right? So block is done. Now yes, let me put my cards as well. And what is this issue? Switch event missing. Okay, maybe the spelling. Yeah, clicked event. So it's an event that has happened, so it's just in past form. That's it. Okay, messages. And then okay, utility bills clicked, utility clicked. Fine. Oops. So it's something, where is that? Utility, oh, page, right? Go here, put it like this. Yes. Now as you have done for my cards page, you also need for menu tab, you need menu tab for messages page and utility bills page also. That's why it is showing this error. We will add it definitely just in 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, so what this means, we are creating a block which is taking events and emitting states, right? Sorry, which is taking events and giving the states accordingly. So this method is called every time whenever there is a change in a event or whenever there is an event fired. Okay, and this method is called when first what you want to load. So this is the initial state. So basically if you go to block, sorry, don't go to block, I'm just confusing you with a stream builder. So stream builder also has initial state, right? And block builder is built on stream builder. So initial state is the initial state like in stream builder. So this is the first page that we want to load, and that's why we need on menu tab always. So I have passed on menu tab in the navigation block constructor as also, right? Similarly, when map event to state is called, whenever some event is dispatched, so there is a switch case. If it is a dashboard click event, it will yield my cards page. Okay, and when you are using yield, you have to use async star. Okay, so all these events will happen. I will show you in a debug mode what happens when, but before that, let's solve this error and go to your my cards page. You just need to copy this in these constructors, and then you just need to rename them as per their class name. Fine, looks good. Now what happens is you need to do two things. First, you need to give block provider, then you need to give a block builder. Yes. So let's close all these pages. Not needed, right? Not needed this. We need this. Okay, we don't need this. And yes. So this whole stack will be wrapped with a block provider. Why we are wrapping the stack into block provider? Because we need the block provider's context or block provider's values in menu as well, because whenever these items are clicked, the event will be dispatched. So we want to add the event, we want to add that event into the stream which is there in the block provider. Basically we want to dispatch that event, so we need in menu as well. So we will have that in menu. That's why we are wrapping this in block provider, and our block provider is built on navigation block. So you need to pass it here. Then you have to give a create method which takes context and returns something. What is that something? It is just your initialization of your navigation block, which on menu tab with on menu tab method. Okay, and done. So now I guess you don't need probably dashboard. Yeah, fine. Yeah, okay, no issues, no issues. Fine. So we have done navigation block. Now block provider will be accessible here. So we want to render my cards page not as a direct one. We want to use it as a from block builder basically. Okay, so my builder will be okay, it's okay, I'm just a bit confused. So this is my dashboard, what it says, it uses block builder. Okay, fine, just got confused, I don't know why. Okay, so it uses navigation events, navigation states, and then it should return something, right? How does that? I just forgot the syntax. I don't know why. So it's a builder. Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah, now I remember. Then builder takes in your context and yes. So context and a state. Now we'll name it as navigation state, and also we'll give a type to it. Just to be sure, or just to understand the whether this navigation means this navigation state is of type navigation state. That's it. What is this saying? Navigation it does not extend block. So oops, right. So we don't have to give the events. I think, yeah, this is a latest change that has happened, and maybe because of that I got confused. So nowadays it's like pass the block and means tell that it will be type of navigation block and these states will be passed. Okay, and it will be of navigation states, right? Now whatever is returned, we will make it as a child. Now what is this navigation state? So basically navigation state is nothing but three things right now. It's the 3 pages that we have created. 1, 2, 3. All these 3 pages are of type navigation state, but they have to be casted to a widget, right? And then you have to do this. So let me just reformat it. Yes. So this is your return type, and your widget will be returned from block builder once you have initialized this. And yes, let's run it now. Too much explanation. So this is my dashboard. If I click on messages, nothing is happening. Oh yes, we are not done yet. Of course, we need to use a menu. So wrap this text, and first of all, let me do this right now. Give me some width in between so that they look good here. Then wrap this in gesture detector on tab. You will have BlockProvider dot of context dot add. Now this add method, it will dispatch an event. So what is that event? Navigation events dot dashboard click event. That's it. And we have dispatched this, but we need to do it in a method, right? So this is how you are going to add clicked events. Okay, what this add does, add just adds it into the sync. Whenever there is addition in the sync for the stream controller, the stream controller, whoever is listening for that stream from the stream controller will get the latest value. Okay, so this is how we will do everywhere. Don't forget to change the clicked event type, otherwise you will see same screens again and again, and you will be thinking that thing is not working, means your click listeners are not working or something like that. You will think that your block is not working perfectly. So just do not forget to do this, and let's run it. Okay, fine. So this is my first page, messages. Again, it's not happening. Okay, don't know why. Let's see at this page. Let us stop the application and start in the debug mode. So this thing works perfect. Messages. This container is empty. Fine. let's do one thing now. Before, I mean, it's just a time pass, take this container, because we know this, we want to instead of my cards we want to show messages. So just do this, uh, row, after that it will be this. Okay, it's white, something has happened, something is wrong. Okay, it has come now. It was in debug mode, that's why it took that much time. Okay, so after this, and then column, then container, right? So we have formatted this, just use messages here, and yes. So let's rerun it and then start the debugging. Go to your navigation block, go to your switch, as well as go to menu dashboard, and go here, right? Yep. So you have to use BlockProvider. Yeah, that's fine to me. Okay. So this is the first event. So definitely our block builder is getting the response. Now clicking on messages, nothing has happened. Fine. Yes. So this is the issue. Block provider off. This was the stack. Okay. Call with the context that does not contain a block. Fine. So right. This is the block provider. This is the block builder. So in menu, some issues are there. Let me see what code I have in working. Okay, so go to your menu, open it. So it is similar. Oh, fine. Fine. So this is the issue. I mean, again, my mistake. But go to your menu file and add a type of it, because without that it's of dynamic type, right? And that's not right. Okay. So just before the surprise, before the end thing, let us just copy this container so that we have beautiful thing when we open our utilities page also. Okay, and just write utility. Fine. Right. So plate. Okay, I just want to show you, right, what is happening. So my cards again. So it has become like this. Now I click on messages. It came in this debug. So map event to state was called. Then it found that it is a messages clicked event. So it is rendering a messages page, which is going in my block builder, and navigation state is, as you can see, it is messages page. So this is how it works. And let me remove all the debug points. And this is my message. You can see in the right side. We were seeing in the left side, but right side has the output. And the most awaited thing that is navigation through this, where is that gone? Let me just stop or play again. So you are done with the navigation. Basically, you have multiple pages now, and you can interact, you can navigate in between, you can scroll these also. I will show you just in a moment. Let it run, and I will also show you some issues that came actually. Okay, because you need to add some colors to it other than this grayish color. You might be modifying color for messages, you might be modifying color for utility bills, so you need to give different color, and the tricky part comes there. So just wait, let it run, and then I will show you within 5 minutes. I think it will be done, the complete part will be done. Okay, so you have my cards. You can scroll it. Yes, see, first of all, this is scrolling is not happening. Okay, so let me show you actually how many issues, how many list items are there. So it is 10 list items, and we can see 1 2 3 4 5 6, and I cannot scroll. It scrolls back, don't know why, right? This is the issue, first issue that I encountered. Then here also it doesn't scroll. If I click on messages, I get it. I click on utilities, I get the utilities, dashboard, messages, utility, anything I can get it. So navigation is perfectly fine now. Okay, let me remove this background. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. But what if your pages have to have different colors? So we'll go to dashboard. We will see that we have given background color. So first thing, we need to remove background color from here. Otherwise, we cannot give dynamic colors, right? Right. So let's run it. What happens? So by default, it takes white color. Assuming I have menu icon here, or here somewhere, I'm clicking on it, and I have messages, I have utilities, right? Something like that. So this color should be given to each page. Where you will give? If you give color here, so suppose it's a background color that we were using. So if I give color here, it works, but see this bottom left corner. This is the issue. This is perfectly an issue. And see this top left corner. You cannot see here, but if I give gray, you will see this. What happens is your material, so your my cards page becomes a child of dashboard. Okay, we don't need this. So your my cards page become child of your dashboard. Material has this border radius, but on top of that, the child renders no border radius. So what you need to do is copy this border radius, and I have done this in previous many of my videos that I use this concept. So wrap this in a container, use decoration, copy paste this, and the color don't give here, because okay, still let's run it. Is it working? No, because your container has radius, but again the color is given by this thing, right? So have this here, and yes, let's run it. Right, you got the curves here, you don't have any issues with that, right? And this is not scrolling still. It should scroll. Okay, so yes, maybe this whole padding can also move to yeah, this can move to here. We can remove this container and run it. Can we scroll? No, but I was able to scroll it. Let me just check it, because there is some combination that I used which helped me to scroll, right? Okay, so it's a container with a decoration, then container. So this works actually. Size box 20 I gave. Okay, everything looks fine to me. Why it is not happening then? Is it happening here? No. Okay, let's first check for messages also. So what you need to do is copy this decoration. Good. And when you click on messages, right, you have this white. So you will go to your messages page and use this and give it a red accent. Same thing you can do with utilities. Give it a blue accent and run it, and we can see that messages, utility bills, messages, dashboard, and everything looks beautiful while navigating, right? You can play with this now, and you can try solving this issue. Don't know where from it is coming, but one thing that I noticed was there was a sized box which had height of 20, but I don't think this will affect it. Yes, it is not affecting it. Maybe this shrink wrap, I don't know. Okay, it doesn't work that way. Should have worked. Let me just copy paste this whole file, right? It looks perfectly same file. No issues will be there. Only the imports. Right, let's run it. Can you scroll? No, still. Okay, maybe I just got it wrong. No problems. So you wanted navigation. I have given you the navigation. Now some people might be thinking, what happens on the back press? Okay, so nothing happens on the back press. Your application quits. because we have added only one scaffold, which is there in your main.dart. You go to layout. So this is only your one scaffold that you have. Inside that you change your UI based on what is selected. Also you can change the colors of it, so you can maintain what is selected and change the colors of it. That you can do, I believe that much I have taught you, that you can do it easily. And if not, then definitely you can check out the previous video that I have shown you for the animated thing, like this one, the sidebar animation and navigation video. So if you are checking this, you will see that I have highlighted some of the things. Okay. I hope. And yes, second thing, swipe from here. So swipe from here in Android, it is a back button. It is also swipe from left hand side. So you can definitely search for something like detecting whether on back button is pressed or not, or back navigation has happened or not, and not doing anything, showing user a toast or something on UI that press the button 2 times to exit the application. Because in my opinion, this is your the landing navigation. So it's like all your pages are linked to this navigation. So if you're going back from this navigation, it means you're exiting the application. Okay, so in considering this scenario, this UI looks perfect. And let me know how did you find this video, and have I answered all your questions? Please let me know. I'm happy to create another video if you want something else in this. And yes, I'm working on the comments whatever I am receiving. So thank you for your support, and like my channel, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to share with your friends. Thank you. I think I should show you the navigation. It also means I should show you the highlighting of these items when something is selected, because it's a bit tricky. So what you need to do is you need to access somehow what is your state which is selected in your menu. Okay, that you can do here itself. So you have to reflect upon what state is right now, and whenever there is a change in the state, you have to reflect on it. Likewise, we are doing in here for showing the dashboard. Same way we will be doing for menu as well. So you will have to wrap this in block builder using navigation block, navigation state, and then you will have builder. You will return menu. Okay, and special thing will be selected index. So you can pass in the selected index through this method. You need to have this find selected. So basically this will um, reflect upon. So add named parameters. So this will be added in your menu.dart, which is selected index. So spelling is wrong. This dot selected index, and then final should be int selected index, right? Yes. So we are done with menu. Now let us do one more thing here. So if you need to change the weight of this, so if selected index equals to 0, then font weight should be W900, which is the boldest, and font weight as normal for other scenarios. If you do in this way, it is not the most optimal way of doing it. Okay, but right now means you can handle it. Otherwise you can keep a track of whichever is selected at your end as well, in whatever manner you want. I just want to show you that how you can get the way that which state is active now, and show in the UI accordingly. Okay, so here you will need to give 2, because this is the second item, and here you have to give 1. So in messages it will be index 1. For selected for utility bills it will be 2. We are done with the menu part. Come to dashboard, rename this and create this method. Okay, so it will return int, and it will also take navigation state as a parameter. Okay, then you have to return. So first, if navigation state is of my cards page, right? Similarly, else if navigation state is messages page, else if navigation state is you can use switch statement also, but thing with switch case is let me show you how switch case will work, which is not optimized way. I have searched it on Google, on Stack Overflow. So you will have to check runtime type, and then you have to check this, right? Then you have to check this, so which is not correct, which should not be done. It should be only done to do reflection and all. Okay, then the third is utilities page, bills page. You will not have many pages in this navigation, right? You can have 10 around, right? Okay, so return 0 in this case, return 1, return 2. Okay, so this is rough. And yes, you need to also have else, because and else can be the default one. So if nothing is selected, it can be like this. What else it is showing? Fine. So that's it, we are done with the things. Let's run it. So I will go to cards. This is dashboard is automatically selected. If I click on messages, messages is selected. Utility bills is selected. Nothing will happen here. Messages, dashboard, messages, utility bills. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you have learned something new today. And do like my channel, do like to my video, subscribe my channel, and share it with your friends.